Title: City of Transformation. Chapter 1: A Heartbroken Billionaire. In the bustling city of Johannesburg, where shopping malls hummed with life and the sky was painted with shades of orange, a man named Ryan Austin walked the path of the heartbroken. He was a quiet figure among the chaos, moving through a vibrant life like a ghost haunted by memories. The shop's air was filled with the scent of stationery, the chatter of shoppers, and the distant hum of shopping mall music. Ryan Austin, a billionaire known for his quiet determination, had once believed he could conquer any challenge, yet even the mighty fall to the frailties of love. At the age of 37, Ryan had met Caroline, a petite saleswoman with captivating green eyes, her hair lobbed with wispy bangs and a smile that could light up the darkest corners of his heart. Their connection had been undeniable, and the shopping center aisles had witnessed the blossoming of their special connection. But like a sudden storm, Caroline had left his life as swiftly as she had entered it. A text message on his cell phone had shattered his world. Ryan's heartbreak turned him into a man consumed by emotions he could not control. He sought solace in his wealth and influence, attempting to regain control over a life that had spiraled into chaos. Chapter 2: Obsession Takes Hold. As days turned into weeks, Ryan's heartbreak evolved into an obsession that overtook his senses, which he could not control. Everywhere he looked, he saw reminders of Caroline, the greenery of the parks, the curve of a lamppost, even the street names with the letter C. The cityscape was a canvas of his fairy tale memories, and each street mocked his doubt that true love exists. Driven by this obsession, Ryan hatched a radical plan. He rallied teams of designers, artists, and engineers to his cause, giving life to an audacious scheme to remove the letter C from billboards, advertisements, and street signs. The city's iconic street names like Clifton Street and Church Street were altered, the letter C forcibly removed. Even vehicles bearing license plates with the cursed letter C were not spared. Helicopters moved through the skyline, altering logos and billboards, as if trying to erase the memories etched in the city. The city underwent a transformation that bordered on the surreal. Chapter 3: Confrontation with the Past. As the city underwent this dramatic transformation, Ryan's path crossed with old friends who questioned the reasoning behind his obsession. In a dimly lit cafe, he sat across from an old schoolmate, Ethan. Their conversation turned from small talk to the important aspect of what really matters. "Why go through all this trouble, Ryan?" Ethan asked, his gaze unwavering. Ryan's eyes held a mix of determination and pain. "I need to remove everything that reminds me of her." Ethan leaned forward, his voice gentle. "But you can't erase your past, Ryan. It's a part of you." Chapter 4: Altered Landscapes. The city's altered landscapes began to mirror the transformation within Ryan. Streets that once bore the letter C were now devoid of it. Billboards displayed blank spaces, books held fragmented narratives, and logos took on abstract forms. The city's rhythm, once a symphony of life, had become a discordant melody that echoed Ryan's inner turmoil. Conversations between strangers in cafes and coffee shops evolved into debates about the meaning behind the city's changes. A small quantity of individuals admired the audacity, while others felt a sense of unease as if their reality had been manipulated. Amidst this chaos, Ryan found moments of reflection, standing before his reflection in the mirror, his face etched with determination. Chapter 5: Conversations with Shadows. In his office, Ryan engaged in conversations with advisors, discussing the rationale behind his mission. His quiet demeanor had transformed into a voice that carried an undercurrent of urgency. These conversations were windows into his mind, revealing his determination to control the world around him as a response to his fear of losing control over his heart. Conversations with old friends like Ethan unveiled more layers of Ryan's character. They revisited the past, sharing stories and dreams, acknowledging the pain that had driven Ryan to his obsession. The city's altered state reflected the chaos of his mind, an external manifestation of the internal war he waged. Chapter 6: City of Strangeness. The city's residents adjusted to the altered landscape, engaging in conversations that explored the nature of change and control. Pedestrians stopped to admire the blank spaces on billboards. Cafes buzzed with discussions about the transformation. and writers grappled with the challenge of crafting stories without the letter C. Within this city of strangeness, Ryan's path crossed with street artist B. She stood before a blank billboard, her eyes reflecting both frustration and admiration. "It's like a canvas waiting to be filled," she said, her voice holding a sense of wonder. As Ryan listened, he realized that his attempt to erase the past had only intensified his pain. The city's transformation had become a mirror that forced him to confront his own struggle. Chapter 7. Embracing Change. The city's altered landscape began to evolve into a symbol of acceptance. Conversations were no longer debates, but reflections on the fluidity of existence. Ryan's interactions with the city shifted his focus, turning from control to connection. He initiated projects that celebrated diversity and fostered unity, a reflection of his own growth. Chapter 8. Unwritten Future. Ryan's realization deepened. The city's altered state was a testament to the ever-changing nature of existence. Conversations with Caroline, his friends, and strangers reinforced the message that the absence of the letter C was a metaphor for life's imperfections, a reminder that even in chaos, beauty could emerge. There is always hope. As the sun set over the city, casting a warm glow on the transformed landscape, Ryan and Caroline stood at a crossroads. The altered reality they had both inhabited had become a catalyst for change. Their bond mirrored the evolving cityscape, a partnership that celebrated the potential for renewal. Chapter 9. Echoes of Redemption. Ryan's journey took a turn as he began to appreciate the beauty in the altered city. The absence of C no longer represented loss, but an opportunity for imagination. The transformed billboards whispered to him, inviting him to fill the blank spaces with his own interpretations. Conversations evolved, focusing on embracing change and the power of unity. Ryan's presence within the city was no longer marked by obsession, but by connection. The city's landscape had become a canvas for growth and introspection. As his path crossed with Caroline's once again, they shared stories of transformation and acceptance. Joined in sports of running, cycling, and even swimming. The city's altered state became a reflection of their own evolution, a journey that celebrated resilience and the potential for renewal. Chapter 10. The Tapestry of Change. Amidst the city's transformation, Ryan and Caroline stood side by side, a testament to the human capacity for healing and embracing change. The altered cityscape was a symbol of their shared journey, a reflection of the beauty that emerges from transformation. The city's residents embraced the evolving reality, celebrating the altered billboards and logos as symbols of innovation. Ryan's obsession had transformed into a catalyst for positive change, inspiring collaboration and unity, hope to all lost love. As the story concluded, the city's lights twinkled against the night sky. The letter C took back its rightful place, and the unwritten future stretched before Ryan and Caroline. They looked ahead with hope, their hearts intertwined, ready to embrace every moment, every choice, as threads in the intricate tapestry of their lives. A tapestry woven with the beauty of change, growth, and the limitless potential of the human spirit. Finale conclusion. Embracing the reality of life by actions. Ryan Austin had arrived at a conclusion highlighted by activities. Cycling had become his refuge, a sanctuary where the wind howled secrets in his ears, sweeping away the debris of worries that had clung to his soul, reminding him every uphill have a downhill. Yet it was when he played his guitar that the chords of memory reverberated. The guitar was a secret friend, reminding him of the frailty of the human heart and the beauty that could emerge from vulnerability. What you put in is what you get out. To be humble drove him forward, a capacity to embrace imperfection and adapt to the ever-changing life. Music moved him in ways words could not express. Music became a companion in the solitary moments, a companion that understood the unspoken stories etched in his heart. Long runs reminded him of the ebb and flow of life's currents. Each step was a lesson, each breath a reminder that there were moments to push forward and moments to gracefully step back with no judgment. Swimming became a teacher of patience and perseverance, guiding Ryan to navigate the depths with grace, a metaphor for life's storms, teaching him to rise above challenges and to keep breathing through uncertainty. And then there was worry, an adversary that resembled a ceaseless treadmill. It was an energy-sapping endeavor that offered no destination. Worry was the treadmill that left him exhausted, running to nowhere while the scenery remained unchanged. Worry became a treadmill lesson in futility, a reminder that there were better ways to channel his energy. In the end, Ryan Austin stood at the crossroads of his own evolution, a man transformed. With every pedal stroke, every strum of the guitar, every humble moment, he continued to weave his story into the reality of life. A journey of transformation, the power of music, and the wisdom of knowing when to step back and simply breathe. See,